Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing a book review on Cinnamon and Gunpowder by Eli Brown. This book takes place in 1819. You are following this chef named Owen Wedgwood, who is this famous chef working for this very rich man. One day these pirates come into their home and kill Owen Wedgwood's boss, and then the head pirate, Mad Hannah Mabbitt, kidnaps the chef and takes him hostage. She takes him onto her boat and demands that every Sunday he has to prepare a gourmet meal for her. If the meal is satisfactory to her, then he lives for another week, and if it's not, then he is basically going to be killed. So every week he's forced to improvise and just use whatever he has access to, which is not very much because he's on a boat and it's 1819, so there aren't a lot of like refrigeration or storage capabilities at that time, and he's basically just like put to the test about what's the best meal he can possibly make with the little resources that he has available. This book is written completely in diary form from the point of view of the chef, which is really interesting because everything is very one-sided. The chef is very upset that he's being taken hostage, but he also kind of likes the challenge that he's presented with, having to make these gourmet meals but not having the things available to him that he might normally have. So he's forced to be more creative, which in the end he ends up actually kind of liking, because when you have everything available to you, it's almost easy to be super creative and to create these amazing meals, but when you have significantly less, the challenge is higher, and so he kind of likes being challenged in that way. But also you can sort of see how the chef's mind changes about these pirates, specifically Hannah, and you see this relationship forming. It's almost like a camaraderie, but still kind of not, because throughout the book he's still trying to escape and he still realizes that he's living with pirates and they are attacking other people, stealing from other people, all of these things. So there's this continual conflict and tension that takes place in this book, which is actually pretty enjoyable. I thought this book was just a lot of fun. If you're someone who likes TV shows like Iron Chef America or like Master Chef or things like that, and you like watching chefs having to be super creative with parameters, then I think this would be a book that you would enjoy, because this book actually does go into a lot of detail about the things that he's creating and the methods that he's using and the foods that he's utilizing, things like that. So if you're someone who enjoys food or food writing, then I think you would like this book a lot. One of the other things that I noticed while reading this book that I also really enjoyed is the fact that it's very realistic. A pretty decent amount of people die in this book or are severely injured in this book. This isn't like some high seas adventure where like everyone just has fun and you're just going around pillaging and no one really gets hurt. Like, no, there's actually people who die and are majorly injured in this book, which I was very, very shocked at the first time I came across a scene like that. But at the same time, like, you're reading this book and it takes place in 1819, like, yeah, of course people are gonna die. You're at sea and you're attacking people. So I really appreciated the fact that Eli Brown doesn't like sugarcoat these stories. Another thing is that this book takes place over the course of quite a few months at sea, so you can see the characters developing and you can see the characters changing and different relationships forming, and even the chef just finding out new things and new layers to the people that he's been surrounded with. You know, his first impression isn't always and is actually almost never the right impression of these people, and so you can see him learning about himself and learning about all of these other people and learning that people are more complex and there's a lot of gray areas. In the end, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think there are a lot of really interesting twists and turns and character developments that happen here that I wasn't expecting whatsoever. I don't know if that was just because I was being really dense, but I feel like this is one of those books that you can sort of just jump in and just enjoy the adventure that you end up going on. I highly recommend this book. I think it's so much fun. It was kind of like the perfect summer read. This is out in paperback now too, so I feel like this would be such a great book to take to the beach or on vacation or something like that, because it's just such a fun adventure book, but there's still character development and depth to it. So yeah, that's my review of Cinnamon and Gunpowder. If you've read this book, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys thought of it, or if you have any questions about the book, feel free to leave that down in the comment section as well. So yeah, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching.